was not on my list here, but I've just seen it. Welcome, Seth. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege and an honor on behalf of Robben Island Museum to welcome all of you to the Robben Island Dialogue Series under the patronage of the Archbishop. This dialogue series is the first of its kind to be hosted by Robben Island in partnership with the Archbishop. Partnering with the Archbishop made it so special because of his travel credentials, as well as the fact that he's our ex-political prisoner. We refer to them as the antiques of this institution. And it also was made more special because the idea, as Sisnamka was saying here, as an institution, we're supposed to be playing this part of educating young people. And I think the programs we've been organizing, Sejo, compared to this mention today, they fall far short. And that's why we took it with such enthusiasm that I will be taking something good on my performance this year. It was even more special because the Archbishop's achievements in life, celebrating 50 years since he was released from this prison. 42 years in the service in church, 20 years as an Archbishop. This triple legacy is a phenomenal achievement, and I'd like to thank the Almighty God for preserving your life and the vision that He gave you to fight for the oppressed. People like myself, as we're in our teens, this country was changing. And as we started tertiary education, the opportunities were far better than the opportunities that the yesteryear youth had. And we thank you for that, Archbishop. There are many reasons, Archbishop, why we sort of agreed as Robben Island to partner with you on this. We forever are challenged by the EPPs who sit in our board, that they forever go on about the things that were educational. They refer to Robben Island as the University of Life. When we looked at the theme of our event today and the vision that you guys had at that time as prisoners on Robben Island, that of an Africa whose children are liberated, educated, have enough to eat, and have all the basic essentials for a decent life. This was the dream on attaining majority rule in South Africa, but living this dream to its fullest manifestation has faced many hurdles. As South Africa and 22 years into democracy, this dream is at crossroads between possibility and demise. Ladies and gentlemen, South Africa is plagued by enormous challenges that include high levels of inequality, rapidly rising unemployment, and a largely unskilled population. And this we see currently. I don't know whether the students are right or wrong in how maybe Archbishop will share later on today with their methods. I'll be trying to think, as you guys are struggling as young people back in the days, whether when banning university libraries and all that, I don't know. Maybe they've copied there, I don't know. Maybe it's something that can be answered today. They've got genuine, when you look at them on the surface, things that they fight for. And I agree that they must be given a space to try and define themselves, because we're at a time when we even, young people are questioning whether the democracy that Archbishop and comrades you fought for, has it been delivered in the manner that it should have been delivered? People are beginning, young people are busy dealing with those issues. And we hope that today some of the discussions will be able to answer that. This dialogue is in line with our vision towards creating a platform from the young and upcoming generations of South Africa. As part of our education programs, we strive to impart life-changing skills to young people using heritage as a catalyst. I have no doubt that the Robben Island Dialogue Series is the right step in ensuring that we have a platform for dialogue between the elders and young people of our nation. Archbishop, I want to implore you, as this Namhla has already stated, to please work with us to realize this dream of creating a permanent platform for young people addressing these issues around inclusive societies and economies. By so doing, we will empower a new breed of ambassadors to hold the values that yourselves and other comrades are fighting for. To the young people in our midst today, attending this dialogue, please take this opportunity to reflect, openly engage, and be solution-oriented as you engage the older generations in South Africa about the state of our nation in as far as it is failing to address your needs. It is our combined experience, dreams, and vision that should take our democracy to every aspect of our lives. You can only blame yourselves for not taking the mantle when it was offered to you. To our esteemed panelists, I would like to thank you for being part of such a life-changing initiative, whose birth and incubation was in the maximum security prison here on this island. May your intellectual prowess and analytical minds be weapons of transformation in South Africa, especially as you download to this young generation that is ready to create a better future for South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, our esteemed patron, the Archbishop, please know that I'm forever ready to be summoned to your offices as we continuously strive to find creative ways of making heritage places relevant to dreams of young people. I was saying to Telin that we shouldn't have you coming to our offices. You should be, when you have an idea, you should be asking them to pick up the phone. That when they come to your offices. Once more, Archbishop, congratulations on the 50 years since Robben Island days, 42 years service in church, and 20 years as an Archbishop. Thank you.
Mr. Dada, thank you so much for such a warm welcome. Do we feel welcome? Yes. Yes, can I give another round? So without further ado, I think I'm going to call Usingaya. Usingaya is not translatable to English, unfortunately. But Archbishop Ndungane, I've said quite a lot about him already. Former Robben Island prisoner, former Archbishop of Cape Town, and many other heads. But to most of us, father, leader, inspiration. Could you please come and address us?
Dopo stimava Gaspini, dopo conche o Quincy Xhosa is not interpreted, but I made these remarks because in the next world, the language that's spoken there is Xhosa. And I was saying, thank you very much, Namhla, for bringing us together. Good morning, and thank you all for your participation in this inaugural Robben Island Dialogue. Our purpose in being here today is partly to reflect on the crisis that is facing our country. There can be no doubt that we are facing many challenges, as some of them have been referred to. On the socio-economic front, high levels of poverty and inequality remain, even after more than 20 years of democracy. Women and children are at risk of violence every day and are even more vulnerable in overcrowded informal settlements with no electricity, water, and proper sanitations. Concern about our political leadership is growing. Corruption and lack of accountability remain at high levels. Our young people still suffer from poor schooling and limited access to tertiary education. They are becoming increasingly impatient. People are tired of poor service delivery by local government. All these frustrations are spilling over into protests on the streets and through social media. That is the bad news. The good news is that there is still great possibility for our country to move forward in a positive and hopeful spirit. We remain one of the biggest economies in Africa, with good infrastructure, energy, and technological resources. We have a solid regulatory framework. Institutions such as the Constitutional Court, the Public Protector, and our judiciary are independent and not afraid to assert themselves to uphold accountability and justice. Aspects of the media and civil society are vibrant, although their impact is not as telling as it could be. Our tertiary education institutions are respected around the globe as centers of excellence. We have much to protect and conserve as we move into the future, and we should exercise our protective role vigorously and without fear. In my time as Archbishop, I have on many occasions reflected on the famous 1960 speech in 1960 to the parliament of the apartheid regime